Hi, good morning, friends. Today we're continuing our study, Friends, Neighbors, and Enemies, and the Bible has a lot to say about that. Today, specifically, we're talking about building stronger relationships. So think about it. In today's day, we've sent rockets into outer space. We have machines that can do very delicate brain surgery. Our DNA that God so wonderfully and perfectly created can be manipulated by humans. So, with all of that, such integral, deep, minute activity going on, why is it so hard for us to have and maintain strong relationships? Why do we have friends and foes? Why do we have not scuffles, but disagreements with our loved ones and our dearest friends? So the Bible addresses those. So looking back, the Bible tells us to be retroactive, or to look back and to think about those relationships that we've had with neighbors, our friends, a coworker. And we probably have experienced something positive and negative with each of those relationships. They're never improved. Relationships are never improved by ignoring any hurtful interaction and forgetting the happy ones. And it states in Matthew that it's only by humbly addressing the former hurtful interactions and happily remembering the latter, which would be happy memories, that we keep the peace and build even stronger bonds with others. Rough patches need to be smoothed over, and good times ought to be celebrated. So let's look back. Look at those relationships and see what it was that we loved about those and what we really didn't love about those. The Bible tells us to look ahead, to be proactive. So if we followed the golden rule and practice it rigorously, we would eliminate almost all of relationship difficulties or conflicts. And by doing this, and I'll tell you what this is in just a moment, it really is a game changer. And that is to be empathetic, to be mindful of the other person's desires, needs, feelings. And that by being empathetic and addressing it then, that keeps us from having to go back later and apologize for a thoughtless word or a selfish action that we have committed, basically. Look around and be reactive. Love watches vigilantly. Woo, what a word. And it responds quickly and decisively. Thus, when we are aware that our relationship needs or problems need attention immediately, in the case of unaddressed or unresolved conflict, it's very clear in the Bible that it depends on you to make those changes. And it doesn't mean that everything's going to be resolved, but it needs to be addressed. So it doesn't mean that we'll be able to make it all better right then and there, but it's something that it helps to clear the air and to keep conflicts or misunderstandings from growing from from a molehill into a mountain. And that ultimately is what we need to do. We need to, as Don Knotts used to say on the Andy Griffith Show when he was Deputy Fife, he says, we need to nip this in the bud. So nip it in the bud. and don't let it fester. If you need to walk away for a few minutes, come back to it. Come back to it. Don't just let it scoop up under the rug. Don't just think, oh, it'll go away. That is not healthy. We need to address it. We are humans. We need to put our big girl panties on. We need to man up. We need to do whatever it is that we need to do to address that, and not say hurtful words or to accuse or whatever. Take ownership that you were part of that conflict that there was or could have been between you, because you know what, that is going to build such a strong foundation for your relationship with that individual. So until next time, I thank you for sharing some time with me today. We love you. Jesus loved you. And I still want to encourage you to stay home and stay safe. And until next time, have a wonderful and blessed day. Bye-bye.